Jeff Scribble. Today I'm going to unbox my new TWSBI Purple 580 ALR and show you some inks that I got free with my order from Birmingham Pen Company, and also show you how to flush and fill your 580 ALR and do a little bit of a writing sample. So first, we're going to open the box. Every order, he includes this super cute, well actually different, super cute paper clips. My last order, it was a fountain pen nib paper clip, and this time it's a bottle of ink paper clip. I ordered a stub nib in the 580 ALR. It's actually one of my favorite nibs. I feel like it always makes your handwriting look nice and a little bit different. It also gives off the most shading and sheen with your inks and seems to handle shimmer inks really well as well. So I only have 3 580s. These are the 3 that I have. So these 2 are 580 ALs, the emerald green and the blue. And then this is the ALR, which has a little bit of difference in that here you'll see these are silver, these colors match whatever the color of the pen is. The same thing with the top, has the same color. The bottom, they're the same way. And inside, it has this kind of texturing on it, if you can see that, like a ribbing, whereas these are smooth. So my emerald is also a stub, but my blue is actually a custom ground fine cursive italic from the nib grinder from Mark Backus. So before we get into flushing this out and inking it up, I thought we would do a sample showing the inks that I got and also the ink that I'm going to fill my pen with. So I'm using a Tomoe River pad just because Tomoe River paper shows the best sheen, shimmer, and color for your inks. My handy fountain pen wipe, which is actually a t-shirt from when my kiddo was a toddler. Like a little memory keeper at the same time. That's functional. So first we are going to try Winter Garden Snowflake. Got a little bit of water in it. is so pretty on their website. Pretty good bright blue. A lot of times it's hard to find a brighter blue. Might actually be a really good match for my non-transparent TWSBI Echo blue, but we'll see. Next, we're going to try Panther Blue. This color was really pretty on their website with lots of purple undertones. And I love purple, it's my favorite color. My handwriting is not normally this bad, but I'm still getting used to using this new nib. Both of those are super pretty. I will say I have noticed that the Birmingham inks don't necessarily have as much shading as other inks that I use, but I really like them. One of my favorite inks ever is actually from Birmingham. It is their Andy Warhol Purple, just like the most perfect purple ink, but I keep that in my TWSBI Vac Mini, so it will not be going in my TWSBI Purple ALR. All right, so now we're gonna test a couple of purples just to see what I wanna put in the pen. I do like the eggplant, but I want something with a little bit more colored sheen and shimmer, and something that's not quite so matchy-matchy. What do you think? I think that looks good. Let's think on that and let it sit for a second, and I'm gonna get some fresh water so I can show you how to flush the pen, and then we will ink it up. Alright, I am back with some clean water, and the samples are dry. I wanted to show you, if you can see, the beautiful sheen and shimmer, and actually the Panther Blue has actually some pretty sheening in it that I wasn't expecting. And on this paper, with as wet as this nib is, I got some pretty sheens in these also. All these have some pretty green and gold sheens, but we're going to fill it with this Hipponoto Krishna ink, just because I think, well, it's a fun ink. It has that funky green kind of tinge to it, and I think it's a fun play on this pen. So let's start by flushing it, then we'll ink it up and we'll do some samples. So whenever you get a new fountain pen, it doesn't matter who it's from, you should always flush the pen. A lot of companies test the nibs before they send them out, and some don't, but just in case, it's always good to flush it and get any impurities or nib testing inks that may have dried or bin residuals in there off. And then that way you have less issues with a scratchy nib or hard starts and things like that. So with this pen, because it's a piston filler, the way that you're going to fill and empty the ink out of the pen is actually by twisting the end. And so when you twist it counterclockwise, it's going to push the piston down. It's going to push out any air or ink or water that's in there. And then when you twist it clockwise, it's going to suck it back in. So we are going to get it so that it's ready to suck up the water. And then you're going to put the nib into water. I usually actually do this in a sink with running water, just because it's easy and I don't have to worry about anything. But for the video, I'm gonna do it in a glass of water. So you'll stick it in there, and then you'll just twist, 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 twist. And you'll see there's water inside there. And then we will twist to release all that water back out. I usually do this 2 or 3 times just to get it clean and primed and ready to go. So when you go to fill your pen, you have different options. You can put the ink into an ink miser, just a little bit of the ink. You can get those little glass cups that they use for nail polish remover at the nail salons when they're doing like touch-ups around the end of your nails. You can put some in there. You can get an inkwell from TWSBI and use that. Or you can just fill directly from the ink bottle. With the TWSBI vac pens, I like to use the inkwells because the pen screws on there and it just makes it easier, because the vac, the process of filling with the vac is a little bit different. So it's a little cleaner, but with most of my pens, I just go straight into the bottle. I don't really worry that much about it. So make sure that my piston is all the way down there, and I'm gonna stick my pen in there so that the nib is fully covered. And then I'm gonna twist counterclockwise, not too fast, and suck the ink up in there until it won't twist anymore. And now I have beautiful ink in there, and I just need to wipe off the pen just to clean it up some. And it's ready to write. I'm going to close this up so we don't have an ink spill. And then we are going to open our notepad and find a new page. This is blotter paper. I'll talk about that in more detail probably in another video, but every notebook I have, every traveler's notebook, they all have blotter paper. I must always buy it from non-A paper. It's my favorite. But it absorbs any extra ink, so you don't have bleed through if you open and close your notebooks right after you use a fountain pen. So now we are going to test my TWSBI Purple 580 ALR. Okay, so I just realized while I'm writing with this that this is not a stub nib. I checked my order form and it actually is supposed to be a stub, but I checked the box and the box says, let's see, I can't even get that into the light. Fine. So I'm going to have to email Nick and see if I can get the right pen, but I will show you real quick how pretty it writes. And you'll get lots of shading and sheening, even with the fine nib, but I would get it more if it had the stub nib, like my Emerald does. You can see the significant difference in those nibs. And so if I was using a stub, you can see how different that is. But it is very pretty. So I will be contacting him, and then we will come back for another video after I get that resolved. But in the meantime, if you have questions or comments on this video, please post them below. And remember to just scribble.